Stephen M. Smith of Touchdown Alabama joining us each and every Wednesday night to break down Alabama football, get us ready for spring practice in about 4 to 5 weeks here on Mark Rogers TV. And let's look at the wide receivers. Stephen, Calvin Ridley, of course, a household name, 72 receptions, 7 touchdowns last year. Ardarius Stewart, maybe a step back in the limelight in regards to notoriety across the country, but made a living and helped this program win a lot of big games with a lot of huge catches in key situations. Ardarius Stewart, 54 receptions, 8 touchdowns last year, kind of set us up for what we can expect coming this fall, who those guys are going to be that are going to be battling for positions and for playing time besides Calvin Ridley, of course.
Well, number one, I have to look at Cam Sims returning for his senior year, young man from Monroe, Louisiana. He's 6'5", 203 pounds, big body guy who came in Alabama's 2014 recruiting class, has battled some injuries, a couple of ACL, a couple of knee issues, but finally healthy, as you saw last year in a couple of games, make some big-time catches. So Cam Sims, number one. Number two, the younger brother of Stephon Diggs, Trevon Diggs, got some time on the field this past season. Now, aside from fielding punts, still has to learn to field those punts better. But as a receiver, you see the footwork and the playmaking ability that he brings to the table. After him, there's Derek Keith, young man from Cincinnati, Ohio, who's 6'4". He's got that frame, but still kind of stuck in that second-tier wave of receivers. Can he break through and get more field time? We will see once spring ball comes into play. Xavier Marks, who does well in the kick return game, a little bit smaller than the other guys. Xavier Marks, 5'6", 5'7", about 170 pounds, give or take, but it's dynamic in the open field. And then you have Raheem Falcons from Louisiana. He's 6'3". Despite graduating with his degree during December, still has a year of eligibility left. And then also Robert Foster, who was a massive recruit in that 2013 class, a 5-star. You haven't really seen much of him, and it's been a disappointment. He was pondering a transfer entering this offseason, has yet to act on that. So possibility his teammates and Coach Saban and the coaching staff has said some things to kind of keep him afloat and wanting him to come back and wanting him to have a breakout year. So there's Robert Foster. And then last but not least, T.J. Simmons. Those are the guys returning: Sims, Diggs, Keith, Xavier Marks, Raheem Falcons, Robert Foster, and T.J. Simmons. Of the freshman class 2017 that can make an impact, watch the name Jerry Jeudy. Alabama has recruited that Florida pipeline extremely well. Jerry Jeudy is the next guy in line.
Cam Sims, Trevon Diggs, those two guys got fairly substantial playing time, mostly in some mop-up games in which the Tide had a substantial lead. Sims, 14 catches for $152 on the season. Trevon Diggs, 11 receptions, had a touchdown as well. You mentioned Derek Keith with 4 receptions last year. And yes, the mystery that is Robert Foster and his immense potential and blue chip status coming into the program, has caught 21 passes in 3 seasons, and this is the last call for Robert Foster in Tuscaloosa. He did catch 2 touchdowns 2 years ago in 2015, and those are his only trips to the end zone. So it'll be interesting to see if he makes something out of his collegiate career, and Jerry Jeudy, much made out of him and his potential as well.